So this is Mike Mentzers' ideal routine. I'm now on my second week and it's only the third workout out of 4. So it's 4 workouts spread over 2 weeks. Upper body, then it's lower body, and now I'm on upper body number 2, which is dumbbell lateral raises, followed by bent over dumbbell reverse flies. And then after that, it's gonna be barbell curls, 6 to 10 reps. All one set, everything's one set. It's all 6 to 10 reps. And then I finish with tricep press downs, 6 to 10 reps, immediately supersetted with dips. So it's a pre-exhaust on the triceps with tricep press downs and dips. And the dips will be 3 to 5 reps. I'm finding it hard to actually hold up the camera right now because my side delts are burning, like they're on fire. I've just done the dumbbell lateral raises because I've come from a powerlifting background, not by any means like a pro powerlifter or anything like that. Trying to control the weight has never really been on my agenda. All right, it's going to be control, but it's going to be down in 1 second. Up as quick as possible. Sometimes 1-2 seconds on the way up because it'll be heavy. Then try and control it on the way down. It's always like under control, so it's not falling, but it's very quick coming down. So trying to switch arm again, and then trying to control it in more of a bodybuilding fashion, especially the way the Mentzers wants you to almost pause for a brief second at the top and then lower under control. I think I managed like 2 seconds on the way down. So it's much better. Bodybuilding techniques that Mike Mentzers talks about is where you just pause briefly, be for 5 to 15 seconds and then go again. If you have a rest pause, you're going to put the weight down, you're going to re-rack it, and you're going to go back within like 15, 20 seconds and try and get as many reps in again, whether it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 reps. A bit of a cheat rep towards the end, hold. So my last rep was a cheat rep. Just done the bent over dumbbell laterals. I can tell that I don't do a lot of that specific movement. Very easy at the bottom, no weight. Very hard at the top to squeeze and control. So I'll push through it. Might go lighter to try and hold it a bit longer and control a bit slower on the way down. Obviously, like you might think that, oh, cable machines might be better, but I think I'm just trying to do it the way it's described in the book. So he says dumbbells, I'm going to use dumbbells. But obviously after 3 months of doing this program, I can switch out exercises, do cables. You can tell, get out of breath. So I'm working hard. I'll just be jotting down everything so I'm writing down everything that I'm doing, and then I'll sort of figure out over the weeks which weights will be best. Making the most out of the isometric part of the exercise, which will be normally the squeeze and the hold, and then lower under control, so working the negative, so the eccentric part of the movement, because you will be stronger on your eccentric, and then the static hold, the isometric, is the second strongest part of your muscle movement, and then the concentric, so the positive part of the lift, is the weakest of your movement patterns. See, shoulders are burning. Like, it does work, it is burning. Yeah, it's a learning curve, you know. Like, yeah, you could go super light and have really good control, but you also want to increase the weight as well. So it's good to get a mixture of both. You want to be challenged. It's trying to find that sweet spot. If you're going for strongman or powerlifting, they don't care how long you lower the weight for. They don't give a shit. Like, just fucking lift the thing. But with bodybuilding, a unique discipline, very different style of training to strongman, powerlifting, very different. Switching arms again. This is a good sign that shoulders are pumped. Barbell curls, straight barbell curls, 50 kilograms. I do feel the first 7 reps were under really good control. Yeah, a little bit of cheat on, not like a proper cheat curl where you're really thrusting your hips and then just pausing and controlling it for like 2-3 seconds on the way down. But there's a little bit of momentum shift in the body. Nothing wrong with that. It just means that you're lifting heavy. Like, I could have stopped at 7. I could have just been like, 7 clean reps, no massive jolts to the body or anything like that, and I could have just stopped there. But that is not the Mentzers way. You're supposed to go to complete failure, and it wasn't bastardized. Last 3 reps, like the 8th one, it's absolutely fine. You're challenging yourself, control the weight, and it's helping you get that negative. So a little squeeze as hard as I can at the top, trying to control it, and then the negative, so the eccentric on the way down. So trying to slow that down on the way down for the 8th, 9th, 10th rep. And then I didn't want to keep cheating. Not supposed to really use any of the advanced techniques like the cheat reps and the force negatives and all that. And you're not supposed to use any of that for the first few weeks at least. You're just trying to get to know what you can do. Try to get a couple partials towards the end. It was not moving. There's no way I was getting another rep out of that unless I was using my hips drastically to yank it up. Barbell cuts, my biceps do feel a real pump, like they are sore. Recovery, so then the idea is that I'm not supposed to do, I've got 4 days and it's legs, then it's another 4 days and then it's back to the upper body, part 1. For the biceps would be close grip, underhand pull downs. And I felt a pump on that for the biceps, a big pump. Am I getting no other bicep stimulus for the week? I can't say that I'm not, because personal trainer, I'm lifting up weights for clients, got 2 young kids and I'm picking them up a lot, like picking them up, throwing them, whatever you're doing, like carrying them a lot of times because they're young. They're like 2 and 4 years of age. They're gonna want to be picked up and cuddled and stuff, and they're getting quite heavy. Like the boys 10, 12 kilograms, and girls 17, 20 kilograms now. So when you're walking them for quite a while in your arms, you're switching arms and you're getting a really good isometric pump. I think they call it the dad bicep for a reason. It's like, yeah. So one other way of getting in the extra reps in is have a couple kids and just carry them everywhere. Still refusing to walk, you're getting quite close to the front door and your arm is just being ripped down and you're sort of controlling a real intense force negative. I've had that a few times. When I was doing leg day, my upper body did not feel ready to go. I was still sore, my upper body. That might just be because it's a new stimulus, because it's just a new style of training. Like the supersetting was brutal. The pre-exhaust sets were absolutely extreme. So Sunday did upper body, Thursday did legs. So on Friday, I think I was fully compensated. And you're thinking like, oh, you should work out again, you're feeling better. But no, you should wait a little bit longer so you can overcompensate, so you build the muscle and get stronger. So that's 2 good full days, allowing the muscle to grow. So the idea is that, yeah, you might get used to the system, so you should regress your rest time. But as you get used to the system, you'll be pushing yourself harder, lifting heavier weights, you'll be able to control the weight better. You'll get used to the feel and the burning sensation, so you should be able to push for it longer. So if anything, you might actually need more rest days, which is what Mike used to say to his natural bodybuilding clients. So just done the tricep press downs, followed by superset straight away into dips. So tricep press downs, 6 to 10 reps, dips 3 to 5. Managed 6 tricep press downs. So could possibly go a bit lighter for higher reps, but it's somewhere between 6 and 10. So I thought I'd give it more. Realized I was going too quick at the beginning for the reps and tried to slow it down about halfway. A lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Dips. It's just supersetting triceps to failure like that is just horrible. It's the same as day one. My arms are like jelly after that one. Feel the chest trying to take over and the stretch and the pecs for that one. They feel like they've been reawoken from last Sunday, because today's Monday. So yeah, just over a week ago, 8 days ago, did the chest workout, pec flies, followed by incline bench to failure, and the pecs were sore. And to be honest, I think the pecs have only just recovered. They could have done with like another day, possibly, but it wasn't until I started warming up for the dips. So I did band assisted, then I went to body weight. Then I felt the chest was just like a bit tender from, like, it felt like, oh, you do remember that you did a brutal chest workout a week ago. And even though it felt recovered and full of energy, it's sort of like doing the dips, just you can feel it as you're stretching the pec. Like, yeah, it's been worked hard for the last week. Like, you're done now for another week, mate. Don't need to hit chest anymore. You're fine. If you're watching it and you've gotten this far, you're probably thinking like, why would you do this? This sounds horrible. Or I don't want to waste my time. It's like, everyone's got 3 months. In 3 months, if you were training high volume for years and you're thinking, not enjoying training, feel a bit stagnated, haven't really made any movements for the last month or two, then there's no harm in doing something a little bit different. Mike Mentzers, it's a whole lot different. It's high intensity to failure for one set. There's not much volume or frequency there. It's pretty much just go all out till you can't do anymore. Try and do more on top of that through force reps, negatives, rest pause reps, assisted, and cheat reps and stuff. Pushing it beyond what it's ever been able to do before to trigger the growth mechanism. Say, grow, get stronger, I need this. And then you just rest. You just got to wait until you're recovered, which could be 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, who knows. And then Dorian Yates was saying, and Mike Mentzers does mention it in Heavy Duty too, is that every now and then you might just need to take, if you feel like you've exhausted yourself through hard training, you can take a week or 2 off. Mike Mentzers even quoted that if you're so overtrained, you may even need up to 6 months off. That was his theory. Don't know whether anyone actually did that. But even Dorian Yates would say that even if he took a deload and took 2 weeks off, he'd still be doing stuff. He'd just be lifting a few weights, nothing heavy, just to get the blood flow. It'd still be heavier than everyone else lifting, or normal people, but he would just be doing stuff that he enjoys, maybe mix it up a little bit, just to help himself recover. Then he'll go back to his high intensity that won him all those Mr. Olympias in a row. There's nothing wrong with trying something different. What's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to maintain, because you're definitely not going to lose muscle. You're going to waste 3 months. What were you going to grow in 3 months' time? What were you going to grow in 2 months' time by continuing what you're doing? Probably not a lot. So even if it means that you go to high intensity for a while, then you go back to what you're doing before, you'll probably be better for it, because you'll have given yourself a new stimulus, freshen up your mind, probably encourage yourself to get trained closer to failure, so that when you do go back to higher volume, you might actually be able to break some plateaus and get some personal bests under your belt.